Hello, welcome to TFC. My name is Abhishek Rajan. In this lecture, we are going to solve another problem where we have been given a list of students, and the student object contains two fields. One is the name, another is marks, as usual, as our previous examples. So this name field represents the name of the student, and this marks field represents the marks obtained in mathematics and coding. So there is again a hazard relationship between student and marks. All right. So if we take a look at our problem, at our list. So this is the list we have where we are creating a list of students, and this is how we add the list. We add the object to the list. All right. So there are altogether five objects, and for student and mark, we are using a record instead of writing the pojos because we do not have to write the boilerplate code, and it is very handy as well. So, and also one thing is very important, that whenever we have to access any field from these records, let's say we have to get the value of field maths. All right. So what we can do, we can directly write um, object object dot maths. This is how we can call a method where we do not have to specify the get prefix. All right. So so let's understand what is the problem we have and what we have to do. So this is a list of students we have. Here it is, and we have to find the map of student name and the total marks. All right. So we can see here, we in the student object, we have the object of mark. All right. So we do not have the summation of the subject maths and coding. We have individual marks. All right. So so is there any way we can do this? We can do this. We can find the map of student name and the total marks. So essentially how it should come, we need to understand this. So the map should be the key of the map should be, first key of the map should be Rick, and the mark should be 27, then John, then mark should be 23, and so on. All right. So but since we understand that we should be knowing that the map does not maintain the insertion order because of hashing. So when we do this, when we get the map from this list of students, then the keys will not be in order as that of the list. All right, because list maintains the insertion order, but the map, it does not maintain the insertion order. So so what can we do? First of all, we need to convert the list of students into stream. So we have done that. Now on stream we can call a method collect. All right, so let's take a look here. Collect, and basically we are going to call this collect. All right. uh, this collect, yeah, we can call this collect. Okay. So so how can we call collect? How can we call collect? We can simply say dot collect, and what does it take? What is the argument it takes? So we are going to call this version of collect. All right, we have overridden methods, so we are going to call this version of collect. So let's do that. And in here we have to do something like grouping. All right, so how we can do that? So on collectors there is one grouping by method. All right, which returns a collector because its argument is collector, so definitely we should pass something which returns a collector. All right, so so from collectors dot grouping by we can do that. So collectors dot grouping by, we can do that. Now what does it take? So there are again there are overridden methods of grouping by. So we are going to use this version of grouping by. All right, so we can do that. And so what we can say, so first of all there are two arguments, right? There are two arguments. So first of all we have to do that, we have to write the function, and then we again have to call the collector here. All right, so something which returns a collector. So what we can do, we can write here a function. So what should be the function? So as we know, function, so it takes an argument and returns another argument. So what we can say, student, it takes student argument and returns another argument. So we need name first. All right, so we have got that, so we can use this. All right, so how we can do that? We can simply copy this and paste. All right, so we have taken that. Now another collector we will have to write, right? Collectors dot summing int, because we have to do the summation, right? Here is summing int, it returns a collector, it returns a collector. All right, so we have to do the summing int collectors. Why do we do this summing int? Because we have to make the summation of all the subjects for a given student. All right, so how we can do that? So let's say student, so let's write a function for this as well. All right, since it is a summing int, so we can say here summing int, it takes to int function. All right, so let's write to int, let's create a to int function. So it is a mapper actually, so it takes something and it returns something else. So to int function, and it simply returns a string. No, we want integer actually, integer. Sorry, since it is a to int function, so it knows the return type. So basically we need to specify what does it take, which kind of argument does it take. So let's do that. Student, we have given, so int function, so it takes student, so the variable name should be different in every function. So we have done that. So now dot marks dot maths again, coding. All right, so if we use it here, we will get our purpose will be fulfilled. So this is done. Now let's compile once and see everything goes fine. What is the problem? Collectors, not collector, collectors. So I use Vim. You can use IntelliJ IDEA and different other IDs as well. But if you really want to know how to write lambda expression, or basically if you really want to learn a language, then definitely you should use Vim editor. Right, so okay, it returns a map, right? So you should do something like map. You should have a map of string and integer, right? So string map, let's assign it here. Let's see how it goes. Oops. Right, so we have all these keys and value, key value, key value. So this is how we can get a map from a list of students. All right, so this is fine. So now let's do some refactoring on this code, because there are some things which is not as per the standard. If you write this in an IntelliJ idea, and if you have sonar, then it will come in sonar. It will be a flag, all right? So because this does not match the coding standard. So what can be done here? What can be done here? So instead of using this function, so we can directly write for mapper, we can directly write the method reference. So what we can do, student name. All right, this is the first one. And what is the what is the second method reference we can use? So again, from here we should remove this, and I have written one total method which accepts a student argument, and it extracts marks from the students, and on that marks object it gets the maths value and coding value, and it adds it up and it returns from this total method. So definitely we can use uh, this total method in our lambda expression. So this is done. So this is how we can do this. Now basically these two are not required, right? So let's comment this and let's see how it goes. It's perfectly fine. So well, I think you have understood this. If you have any question, please comment with your questions. I will try to answer, and it will be a wise idea if you follow my previous lectures in this series. So thanks for watching this, and yeah, in our subsequent lecture we will see how to sort a map from using Java 8, and before Java 8 as well we will see. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.